What's up, everyone? So we're starting with time and one. Right, just here to give you my thoughts on matches 25 and 26 of the ICC Cricket World Cup. ICC Cricket World Cup. Match 25 was, I believe, it was Pakistan versus United Arab Emirates. Match 26 was between Australia and Afghanistan. Now, match 25, Pakistan versus the UAE. Now, all I have to say is that, it's another indication of a point of UAE going nowhere. And, this is, there's nothing else to...
2:48 p.m.
Excuse me.
Twitter, now, add Impact Wrestling and one others just shared Impact Superlatives Part 2, most unique style. Screen lock.
Right,
Color enhancements disabled.
With the UAE cricket, there's actually nothing else to actually speak of, because when you have 30, 35, 40-year-old people playing 12, 13 ODIs, you wonder why do they even bother? Yeah, for the love of the game. For the love of the game should not bring you to the World Cup. And okay, just to touch back a bit on UAE cricket. If you don't know, most of the UAE cricketers, you can call them the Emirates Airlines 11. I guess maybe as a sponsor of the team, or I don't know, they just put something in there, but like a sponsor of the tournaments, you see them fly Emirates bullshit everywhere. Right. No, I'm not saying Emirates Airlines is a bad airlines. It's the good airlines, but it still has some way to go before it can compete with Etihad. Let's just put it that way. Anyways, so does Qatar Air. So does Qatar Airways, by the way. Okay. Anyways, the UAE decided to bowl first, and this was a cloudy day. This was a very cloudy day. Like, you barely make out any shadows on the field. Okay, and who should not perform again for Pakistan? Who should not perform again? That's right.
Jamshid.
I've had enough of this guy, coming in and taking the part of an opener and then doing nothing. And even the commentators have pointed this out. And now it's high time. If you're Pakistan to succeed, how can you, say oh yeah, keep playing Nasser Jamshid and don't move Misbah al-Haq, up the order. Don't move Umar Akmal up the order. Hell, given the new maturity Shahid Afridi has found, don't move Shahid Afridi up the order as well. Okay? Because at this point in life, if you're expecting a high hitting Shahid Afridi, then you guys are out of your minds. In fact, for me, perhaps the best position for Shahid Afridi at the moment is towards the beginning. Because if you give him some time, he has the power. Now he has the he probably has the maturity as well. And by the way, congrats to the man. For reaching 8,000 runs, though the slowest, but still, congrats to him for reaching 8,000 runs. Okay. So
Jamshid
got out, and again you had Haris Sohail and Ahmed Shehzad, I believe. I keep forgetting because there are two Shehzads. I think it's Ahmed Shehzad, because I think Ahmed Shehzad is a fast bowler from Huddersfield. He actually played in the 2011 World Cup. Okay, so Shehzad and Haris Sohail actually rescued them, and then both of them got out, before reaching their hundreds. Then came in Misbah al-Haq, then came in Wahab Riaz, and then came in Sohaib Maqsood, then came in Umar Akmal, And god damn, man, they gotta reshuffle this order, and they gotta get rid of Nasser. They gotta get rid of Nasser Jamshed. All right, I'm sick of it. Okay, but in the end, like, as a collective effort, they've reached 330 odd, and due to some bad bowling by the United Arab Emirates bowlers. Now, let's not forget that. Let's not forget that, with that lack of pace and something that should be frowned upon, and something that is a cause of shame to the United Arab, Emirates cricket. Not like the actual UAE actually cares about his cricket, but yeah. And oh my, nah, man. That comment from motherfucking Harsha Bogle, it still bothers me. It fucking still bothers me. Right, over here, people from South Asia usually go for employment, usually go to work. They don't go to play cricket, they only go to work. That, dude, it fucking got under my skin. This transvestite, this transvestite, bisexual, hermaphrodite, lesbian, wannabe fucking motherfucker, Harsha Bogle. Fuck it. It fucking got to me, man. Because that's the attitude that exactly shows you that, South Asians they actually go to live inside a box. And people usually don't think outside the box. They don't live outside the box. So you can't expect them to live outside the box. Fuck, man, you fucking cow on guzzling motherfucker, man. Fuck Harsha Bogle for life. For that comment, man. But anyways, like I said, see, it's a painful topic with me all the time when it comes to UAE and sports, and especially cricket. Like a sport that my family is a part of, man. Right. Like I said, okay, getting back to this match, the bowling was very haywire, especially towards the end, and I believe Akib Javed is their coach. He pointed this out that they just lack one standout bowler. They lack one or two standout bowlers, that one reliable spinner or one reliable paceman, to actually come and do the job. To actually add that extra impetus. Read between the lines. What they're saying is you have pretty much a bunch of 5 or 6 generic fast bowlers with a few subtle variations here and there. I mean, I believe it was something Javed. He actually started going way around the wicket because especially to Har Sohail, because the ball was swinging that much. So sometimes the effort is there, and oh yeah, by the way, the fielding here was not good. You had drop catches, you had overthrows, and Pakistan obviously now it's almost become a routine with Pakistan that you will not get a cricket match without some of their buffooneries. Either they're confused in the middle of the pitch, or they throw way too hard, or they throw to the wrong person. Yeah, some sort of buffoonery, sometimes must happen with Pakistan. I mean, come on, man. Shahid Afridi, Australia, and biting the ball and all that. This is from a few years ago, but still. So Pakistan, they actually started, and I believe the commentators put this over, and I like this. They said Pakistan's next challenge is the mighty South Africans. And yes, Pakistan. They said Pakistan will enter this game with a mind frame to actually defeat the South Africans. To actually compete and defeat them. And initially, you you can kind of say that's pretty much what we thought. That because their start was very slow. I believe they were like they're going at a run rate of around 3 and over. But in the end, like you had a decent contribution, I believe, from Khurram Khan, who and the commentators actually put this over. And this is one thing I look forward to, at least if one salient value I look forward to during commentary of a UAE game is that I want to know what, because you pretty much know that this is a part-time thing for the UAE cricket team. I want to know what these guys do outside of this is outside the main job. I want to know what their main job is. Apparently, Khurram Khan or Salman Anwar, I believe, he's a cargo shipping manager for Emirates Airlines or something like that. Yeah. Okay. And to see him in this, to see all of them in this position is sad. That motherfucking Harshad Bhogle putting South Asians into stereotypes, man. Putting them in a box, man. No. Fuck Harshad Bhogle, man. Anybody can do his job. Any fucking body can do his job. As a commentator, anybody can do his job. He's that bad. Okay, anyways, no. Sorry about that. Okay. But like I said, once again, the best performance in terms of the UAE batting was from Salman Anwar, and who I think should get something, man. Come on, man. Come on. You should get some sort of recognition or some sort of some sort of added incentive, and use them to actually inspire people to play cricket in the UAE, rather than it being seen as just a frivolous sport. And UAE, the only sport it can showcase is F1 and the golf, F1 and golf, and that too with none of their players playing. And football, yeah. Lot of progress to football is happening, by the way. Anyways, so that was pretty much a squash match. UAE somehow managed to get to 200 odd, and Pakistan. And they were bowled out. The UAE were bowled out. Pakistan won the game easily by over 100 runs, and yeah, I mean UAE too bad. Hope to see you in I don't think we'll see you in 4 years. Hope to see you in 8 years, if you can make it. Okay, next game, Australia versus Afghanistan. I just saw the scorecard. I mean, I can't be bothered. College days, university days, going master's program and all that. So, I mean, okay, tomorrow might be a snow day because we're expected of a half a foot of snow. So we might be. If tomorrow is a snow day, then yes, I will cover the match tonight in its entirety. Okay, but Australia versus Scotland. Versus Afghanistan. Okay, Dawlat Zadran, he got 1 wicket, and I think that's where it stopped. Maybe towards the end they got a few more wickets, but Australia ended up with a total of 400. One thing that I was looking forward to, because with the difference between Australia and Afghanistan, I expected Australia to actually record the first ever 450 total, but that was not meant to be. And had Afghanistan have a decent enough, I guess, bowling attack, and Australia is on the game at the moment, so yeah, that didn't happen. But we got a 400 plus total anyways. But from Afghanistan's standpoint, unfortunately, none of them could even make none of them could have the total to get to even 200. I believe they're 174 all out. And in ODI cricket, this is one of I don't think margins get much bigger than this. So both of them were epic squash matches, and it's a mismatch. You expected them to be squash matches. Although if UAE actually beat Pakistan. I wanted to see the reaction of, because look, some people are under this notion that I don't want the UAE sports to succeed. On the contrary, I want them to. I want them to succeed. Like I want them to succeed because, like for a team that has been in the World Cup before Bangladesh, there's no reason that they should be dwindling in the dirt for as many years as they have. For a team that showed up in the 1996 World Cup, they should have gotten a lot more farther than where they are right now in terms of UAE cricket. So yes, I want them to succeed. It's just what frustrates me is that the philosophy that's there that doesn't give them the growing room. Doesn't give a lot of things growing room, by the way. Okay, and okay, now I'm going to give you a small preview of Bangladesh versus Scotland. Well, just my pre-match thoughts. Okay, the match is happening at the Saxton Oval. I believe it's the last match over there at the Saxton Oval in Nelson. Okay. Bangladesh should be careful. Like one thing with Bangladesh, like they should not be complacent. Now, for me at least, the chances of them being complacent are low because they already lost a game to Sri Lanka. So they will be looking to prove a point, especially Mortada and I believe especially like Tamim Iqbal and Anam ul Haq. They're gonna go like fuck it, man. Like we're better batsmen than like getting out in 10s and 20s and zeros. Yeah. So they're probably gonna do some. If it were me, I'd actually keep Samya Sarkar at number 3 because he only had 2 games. He only had 2 games. One of them he showed a bit of promise. The other one, it wasn't to be. But I'd try, especially for the Scotland game, I'd keep him at number 3. If it doesn't work, like for the England game, change him by all means. Okay. In terms of bringing in a new spinner, okay, I don't know why Mohamed Ul Haq is there. I thought Mohamed Ul Haq can actually bowl, although his bowling is really slow. But sometimes that's what works at times. I mean, come on, we saw that with the Irish batsmen. No, with the Irish bowlers. That they're medium paces, but they make it really slow. Hardly 102 Ks. Yeah, hardly 102 K, 101 K, like a delivery. So maybe the lack of speed might help them, but then again, it's Scotland. So Scotland against the practice bowlers, their bowlers don't have pace, so they're probably going to be used to really slow deliveries. In which case, you might see Rubal Hussain and Tajul Islam actually show up. No, not Tajul. Taskin Ahmed, sorry. Taskin Ahmed actually show up. Now, maybe they will replace Mohamed Ul Haq with Tajul Islam or with Arafat Sani because we're not expecting a collapse here from Bangladesh, especially against Scotland. But you never know, because the last time Bangladesh and Scotland did square off, Scotland actually beat Bangladesh, and this was in a T20 international. And T20 international Bangladesh are walking the cricketing welcome mat at the moment because they're an absolute atrocious T20 side. Okay, from Scotland's perspective, like I said, they have nothing to lose, and yeah, just one thing to keep in mind: the World Cup qualifiers, UAE and Scotland were the finalists, and Scotland actually beat UAE, and that was in New Zealand. So UAE will have Scotland will have a bit more familiarity with this, with these conditions. But it'll be interesting to see, who are the playing 11 tomorrow, especially for Bangladesh. Like, do they go with the spinner? Or do they go with Arafat Sani? Like, please do leave it in the comments. Like, who do you think should be playing or should have played? Like, should this playing 11 should have been there? Should Tajul Islam have played if he didn't play? Should Arafat Sani have played if he didn't play? Or should it be should it have been someone else? Right, and yeah, just a note here. Congrats to Alok Kapali. I think he got his first double century, or maybe one after the first I remember seeing a double century. in the National Cricket League. Okay, and that's about it. I'm looking forward to your comments and suggestions. Please do leave your comments and suggestions, and I'll try and respond to them as soon as I can. Right, so Mr. signing out.